Hello, I'm gonna talk about my traumas. This account is filled with very hard to understand videos. They're very particular, I don't mind. It's just a video blog that I'm doing before. So I could leave so I can leave some stuff settled before I leave this word. I don't wanna wait until the time comes and the definite knock on the door happens. I'm not gonna be able to escape from that. I am in a spiritual exile, emotional exile right now. So there's a lot of quietness. So because of that quietness, my mind reacts and then reminds me some stuff. So I have this idea: why not doing this? Get rid of this already and such. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you, or the kind of stuff that has muddled my brain and has turned my personality into the kind of personality that I have today. Okay, let's go by one by one. This has happened ever since I was a teen. Mainly in regards to men. You might be asking yourself, do you have any kind of particular... did something particular happen to you between any man and you? I think most were just normal approaches. Some of them were very they scared me. Others were not that bad, but nothing appropriate, I think. But no, I didn't have any kind of issue with nobody. Somebody calling me stupid in front of many people or something. Losing something that was very important for me because it was taken by a classmate or something. No, nothing like that happened. It's just stuff that, I don't know, my brain just reacted that way. It kept being there, activated. I didn't have time to switch it off or something. I didn't like first one. I didn't like speaking too loud in front of people. I didn't like getting myself understood. Because most of the time my own emotions were harnessing that expression, that ability of expressing myself. I said something, even if it was just normal volume. Speaking on a normal volume. I didn't like to get understood. I felt like I don't know, my voice was not that. It was not determined yet, something like that. Second one is that when I was surrounded by a group of men, I was scared by the way they laughed very hard and such as they made very stupid jokes, men jokes, and I would just run to the corner, or if it was close to them, I would do this. I don't want to be around them. They are too, not brutish, clumsy. Very, very clumsy. Time has shown me, the passage of time has shown me that there's enormous stuff to happen. It's just that they are like that heavy-handed when it comes to the certain approaches, but I was very afraid of them jokes and such. I will be kind of listening very clearly to see if actually they were speaking about me and such. No, of course not, but I don't know, I just find them kind of stupid. They have a big presence around the room and I didn't have it, so I became very sad when I was around them. Third one, I didn't like enjoying enjoyable moments. If there was people who had tuxedos and ties and such around me, people who already were adults making very big and significant sacrifices for the country, I couldn't stop in the middle of the way and watch a flower and have like a very smiley face. Yeah, it is. I will be all the time watching behind me to see if they were making fun of me, if they were there just to kind of process me illegally. Go, woman! We don't need people like that in our country. We need people who is serious enough to make stuff for this country. Look at me. I have an uniform. I work for a government office in this country. I always feel like I was made fun of. I was not as good as them. I didn't have that much worth as them. What else? What else? Oh, neck is kind of hurting. Oh yeah, when I did something that I liked, I didn't want. Sometimes I shared it with people. Haha, I kept repeating information that I had looked online. I like reading a lot about other countries or news and such, because I made a promise to somebody, and then I was repeating that to people, and they would shut me up, and I would get very angry. So I developed skills in the middle of the security of my room, in the middle of the darkness of my room. I never smiled when I advanced with something. It was just like, I need to be better, It became kind of like a tiresome. Yes, I didn't like enjoying that. Being happy when I have to be happy, smile when I get something, when I get treated nicely, when I get something special from family. I never liked that. It was just being in a circle, stuck in such. But I knew that I had to get good at that as soon as possible, because I had accomplished something. Yes. I didn't like also being watched straight to my face, yeah. People to watch my face, just like that, see my eyes and such. But that's the common thing to happen in every country, right? Where I was born, it's just like the norm. It's like if you don't say anything straight, it's just like you're hiding something or anything, I don't know. I didn't like it when they watch my face, I don't know what part of my body was more delicate, maybe, I don't know. I didn't like anyone to see anything. I was shut down like inside a corpse, inside there was a medieval torture case, casket where you put people, an Iron Maiden. That's where the metal band name comes from, Iron Maiden. It was like that. With that, I see not really able to react. My family didn't react, didn't pull me aside so I could enjoy different environments. They just thought that I had to do it. And also I didn't want to be considered autistic or something, so it was very embarrassing. But yeah, I didn't want people to see my lips, my eyes, but mostly my hair, I think. I feel like I don't know, very nervous. I was shut down most of the time. What else? Most of this I have overcome it because of some failures that I committed in my life. So you forget about being ugly or something. But it's very embarrassing nonetheless. And I'm doing this because I want to be bigger. And I want to leave this. I don't want to rot away with this inside my chest and such. What else can I see? I think I have the most important ones I have said. Another one which is very sad. I'm sorry. I don't believe in dominance from the point of view of social theories. There's a lot of stuff that has been, a lot of knowledge that is very important that has been written and worked on by many people through the centuries, but I think it's just biological. But only because it's biological doesn't make it any better. I don't like that kind of heavy-handed approach by anyone, even if they're interested in me or something. I like to be corrected most of the time that I did something. I wanted to be shown if I was doing something wrong. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I like it. I kind of like it. The retributions and such. So, I didn't like dreaming. Well, I used a lot of stuff, computers and such. I was very high on that. It was my sugar rush somehow. But then it's like I didn't want to do anything in order to be happy because I was just a woman. Women don't deserve to be happy. I knew it deep down. Nobody had told me anything else. It was just that they don't deserve to be happy. They don't deserve to accomplish even a single stuff. And even if I do the effort for that, I'm ridiculous, I don't deserve it, that kind of stuff. I guess a lot of people just shut themselves in their rooms to learn the kind of stuff that I did. For example, the kind of stuff that the kind of code that I'm using right now. But I don't know. I just felt worthless. Like I didn't have any right to enjoy that one way or the other. Because at the end of the day, even if you reach the goalpost, it's a woman, nothing else. It's worthless. I think that's. I have changed my outlook on it. I know there's some biological stuff I can change. It's the brain of people, but my brain is not a normal woman's brain. It isn't. Unfortunately, it isn't. But it's because I didn't give importance to stuff and efforts that I did. If I would have reached several goalposts at that time, maybe I wouldn't have not received, I don't know, a bouquet or a kiss from a model or something, but I would have made it. And I didn't dare to make that sacrifice. I really have a very low self-esteem. See, it was not because I was a woman. It's because that I misinterpret stuff. Most of the time, even if I went to high school or anything, I just went, I did my own efforts. It was like it felt very empty, like a very empty effort, worthless. But then also other people reached that goalpost and they also felt empty, like there was enough. It's a problem of the brain, right? You want to do things quickly and kind of surprise people and make them go, wow, that kind of stuff. I have that problem, yeah. I guess I think differently. Disease makes people think in different terms. Or even think that you're gonna die without accomplishing anything that is important to you, but everything has to do with that. Mostly it was because I felt very lost and I didn't know how to interpret my own being as a woman. It was kind of troublesome. I didn't want to be complimented by anyone, especially men. I didn't want to be complimented. I knew that it would be like somebody else's problem all my life. I already was. And still I didn't want to get love from my family. That's so strange, right? Yeah. So, what's the final message to this pirate? Do what you like before you die and before you have a diagnosis. And you get told that you have cancer or something. It's just a whim. Because of a whim of nature, you were born man or woman, so I know it's hard to escape from that, but I don't know, the wiring here is impossible to discover. I try a lot of stuff. I read a lot of stuff about sexualities, about sexual movements, about mental diseases, mental conditions. No, I should have said mental conditions. So nothing satisfies me, but I have a little bit of knowledge of that because all the time that I spent reading it inside my head. So that's my final message. Don't wait until your doctor shows you. No, probably your doctor is not gonna show you this face. Don't wait until your doctor shows you. That speaks very loud, slow to you and says you have cancer. Oh no, I haven't done this. I'm sorry. I learned it. Women need to be strong when it comes to their physical appearance and such. I have been kicked many times, especially by women. Many times. They didn't, also, even though they were not attracted to me, they didn't want to accept me. I was not woman enough. It's hard when you don't fulfill those expectations. I don't know. But yes, that's my final message. Accomplish what you want. Even if it takes 10 years. Do it slowly. Don't lose your happiness, the purity of your love for something. I wouldn't call it innocence. Innocence is a very troublesome word because it has sexual implications. When it comes to women, everything has like a double sense, because you're a woman, so it's like I wouldn't call it innocence. I don't like considering people childlike or anything when it comes to their mind frame. I would just call it the purity of love for something. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I already said it in another part of this reel. Well, it's not a reel. Clip that I had been in silence. Yeah, when I was in silence, and yeah, I had to overcome that. I said it's time to kind of put towards my traumas and just let them go. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. I'm just sitting like this. I think I don't have anything else to say. Yeah. Physically having my own spot is kind of hard. It has been kind of hard, but then I don't make that kind of messes. I don't mess that much without anymore. Basically because I know that a lot of stuff with my problems still people kind of made me company. They were kind. Some people knew that I had problems or that I didn't feel okay. Still, they gave me food and they treated me nicely. I don't like a manipulated people or anything. But at that time, yeah, I think people should cry as much as they can, and their parents should take some time to give them a hug or something instead of just putting pills down their throat. Sometimes it's necessary. Other times it's not that necessary. Maybe just a little kiss on the cheeks, okay, but anyhow, parents, you have kids because they want to satisfy one moment of happiness and bliss, and then just nobody knows how to deal with that. Which is not to say that I don't feel grateful for what people do, being psychologists and such, but I think that the best streaming there is out there is basically having some approach, even if it's not completely entirely physical. But yeah, those are my traumas from that time. Feeling like I had been left, like marginalized to one side because of me. Sometimes even these people didn't speak to me, but they were very loud and badass. I don't like that kind of people. Didn't like that kind of people. I was not interested in people from my country. From people from the country where I was born, the institution where I was born. So it's hard to develop a personality like that. I was a nasty person, very depressive. But everybody deserves to overcome that. It's just that not a single day you have a motivation. External. Of course, nothing can come from the family, from the household, but if you don't have even a single external motivation, then what's the point? That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Remember that you are mortal, and you're gonna leave this world. You're gonna leave this world with a lot of pain in your heart, but try to reduce it. Do not force yourself to live a carnage every day, and just kind of keep storing that kind of a bitter feelings inside your heart and such. Also, I'm doing this, the thing about the exile. I'm talking about this even if people make fun of me, because I have some strange dreams and I support myself in that. Maybe it was like a God message or something. So I thought that he or she, I don't know what the fuck is God, was telling me to be brave and leave that kind of stuff and be all the time so shot within myself and such. Bye bye. You have seen today a very beautiful short hair. This is gonna remind your memory for many days to come. Look how nice it looks. A little joke at the end there. Woohoo! I already said what I have to say. Bye bye. Too long. It's gonna be a heavy video too. Look, yeah. Bye bye. Hi.